Germany,
So, I'm not sure. I don't think most people at this con realize that Japan is a pretty fucked up place.
Hero's journey.
The kids are driven to succeed to the point where they deal with failure by shutting themselves away in their rooms. As of this writing, the Democratic Party of Japan has had 3 prime ministers in power in as many years. For any number of reasons you can think of, they have a negative birth rate. Shigarui takes place in the equally as fucked up time as the feudal era, which is ruled by the philosophies that brought about Rakuman discrimination, the rape of non-king, and the Shikon. In Kane, year 10, a powerful daimyo calls a tournament of arms among the best swordsmen in his domain. Rather than the customary use of wooden swords in this test of martial prowess, this test of martial prowess is to be settled with live steel. In protest, one of the governors under his command commits super coup, giving his speech while dying of the shock and blood loss of showing his lovingly rendered intestines. As he expires, the daimyo looks on in rapt fascination. Seeing as this happens within the first 5 minutes of this show, it's a good way of any to figure out what you're getting yourself into. The story focuses on everything leading up to a duel between 2 swordsmen, Genosuke Fujiki, an authoritarian asshole who's missing an arm, and Narako Seigen, an arrogant bastard who's blind with a gimpy foot. Obviously, they weren't always that way, and we jump back to 7 years in the past, when Fujiki was an authoritarian asshole, and Seigen was just an arrogant bastard. Newcomer Morocco rises quickly in the school that Iwamoto Kogan built, and his feeling of invincibility leads him to sleep with his teacher's mistress. He gets his eyes cut out for his hubris. Meanwhile, Fujiki has been pushing his skills to the limit to develop the ultimate technique of holding his sword in his fingertips. It's worth noting that the TV series of Shigarui covers about the first 5 volumes of the comic that it's based on. And it's pretty much all like this, with long protracted scenes where old guys talk about maintaining their honor, punctuated by brutal-ass violence. Characters get introduced only to be torn limb from limb by Ushimata a page later. And I bet you thought that was hyperbole, didn't you? And I haven't even gotten to the sister of the 2 random dudes who get off-fed in episode 3.
Oh, off-fed, I get it. Off. Kill.
As their sister, and that's a pretty big censor bar. So here's the next page. So basically what I'm trying to say is, Shigarui is basically like New Year's, my dad's side of the family.
You totally scarred them for the last bit. Anyway, spoiler 6, everyone.